What's going on, everybody? We got my man Chris here. Chris has been tapped in with the Grindtribe for a couple of weeks now, already seeing some amazing results, right? So we wanted to obviously come here and allow him to speak to his experience. Chris, how you feeling today, bro?
Feel real good, man. No complaints. The program, oh my God.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
bit.
Let's tap into it, man. So I got a question, man. What made you want to tap in with me, man? You know, and what were some of the goals that you were looking to accomplish when you first started with us here in the Grindtribe?
I think your authenticity, I can't talk right now, I'm now off work, but I think your originality is what drove me to you most of all. And just, like we connect, I felt your energy, and seeing the results that you was doing, that really was something I was looking for. And then tapping into the workout was, oh my God, like once I got to rolling, once you gave me the guidance, once you gave me the I guess the gospel, it just, man, it just took off, and I got into the zone, and man, it started dropping, even to the point where, the wife, he was like, oh yeah, the baby fat, is coming off a little quicker than usual. What's different? Like, hey, this dude right here, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Let's talk about it, man. I mean, we're I think we're just about at our halfway point, maybe a little bit over inside this program, right? How much weight have you lost? What have you accomplished since you got into this program, physically and just overall, man?
More consistency, and not cheating myself. I think that's one of the things that I can only speak for myself, that I really didn't take advantage of. Like when I'm on the treadmill, when I'm lifting weights, I'm like, I got to get this last rep in. Even if I got to rest a little bit longer, it's like, I got to get this rep in, because I'm not hurting anybody but myself.
Right.
Yeah, I lost, man, in 30 days, man, I lost almost 10 and a half pounds, man. And I wasn't even like going hard in the gym. I was sticking to the diet, being consistent, not even lifting heavy weights. And it was like falling off, pants falling off. It was a different feeling, because, I paid for trainers before, but this is a little bit different than what I'm used to. It's more, consistent,
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So I want to speak to two elements of that, right? First things first is like you drop the weight. Anybody that is even close to familiar with my platform and my methodology, we don't do any low carb diets. We don't do any restrictiveness. We follow a simple, flexible system. I want you to speak to your experience of not having to go into like this super overly restrict diet, but yet still seeing the pounds just drop off and being able to feel good in the process, bro.
I didn't have to, I don't want to say I didn't have to change my diet, but I didn't have to eat salads every day. I didn't have to, do a lot of workout. It was just consistent and making sure I'm within, my calories that, you set for me, and making sure I stay within that. If I fall off, or no, not necessarily fall off, but if I saw something, or if I ate something that I knew was bad, which more likely will, I just made sure I made up for it, either with the workout, or made sure I didn't over consume that, food, like I normally would do.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest thing. Like, oh, and once you get used to the rhythm, it's so much easier. It's so much easier. And it's one thing that people are, trainers don't really go into, because they so concentrate on the weightlifting. But to have that nutrient, broken down, that's the finding, man. That's that's where it's at,
Yeah, 100%. And you said something interesting, man. You talked about like, trainers, right? And I used to train, back early in my career, I used to just be a trainer in a gym. And one of the things that people get surprised by is when I tell them I've gotten my clients 90% better results, with what we do here online. And a lot of people may not know, what online coaching really looks like for them. A lot of people may think like, okay, you're just gonna like send me a PDF or some workouts and just tell me what to eat, and that's it. I want you to speak to the different elements of this program that really has helped you and has been different from what you tried before, which is the reason why you killing it and getting these results, man.
Man, I think it was more so of not doing the fat diet, like you said. I didn't do any fasting. I didn't do any of the, more traditional or the more popular things. I just stayed within the confines of, you know, what was for my body type, what I'm trying to look for, what I'm trying to do. That was, it was just different from me. It was one of those things that was like, okay, I'll try it, you know, but, you know, I don't expect anything from it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, the other part was, I mean, you stayed on my ass. I mean, you're a rude man sometimes. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, but it was good. It was good, man. But I really appreciate it because you stayed on me. And, you know, it wasn't so much like, I don't want to say like you was pressuring me, but it was like, hey, you know, you're doing this for yourself. I'm just here to guide you, you know? And I think that's what really stuck with me. And you're always there. You're always there. So that was the big defining moment, you know, for me to stay consistent and keep up the rhythm. Let me honor the program. And that was, you know, that was the rhythm that I needed, the energy that I needed to stay consistent.
Yeah, yeah, that's real, bro. And I think that, you know, we kind of spoke about that on a consultation, man. Like a lot of times, especially as men, especially as Black men, we pouring into everything and everybody around us. We don't got nobody pouring into us, right? And so even at times where I had to give you that little bit of a big bro kind of nudge, like, hey, I don't give a damn, bro. This is what we doing. You need to follow this. I know I know you think this is what you need to do, but this is what you hired me for. And you just did what you're supposed to do, which is put the ego aside and be like, yo, you know what? This is my coach. Like, let me just follow the process. And I think that for a lot of guys, sometimes they may not be ready for coaching if their ego is not willing to be set aside. But when you set that thing aside for the better of results, you just end up in a better place, man. And so let's talk about the tribe as a whole, man. I know you tapped in inside of these calls, and you know, you got a lot of brothers like yourself, a lot of them reaching similar goals to you, similar lifestyles to you. What was the benefit of having just a community of guys from literally all over the country, right? Tapped in and just focused on their body, focused on their lifestyle, shooting for the same goals. What was the benefit of that for you?
Hearing the testimony, I think I can't recall the gentleman's name, but he was talking about he ran 4 miles, never ran 4 miles a day in his life, and I'm right there with him. Like I was not even running, I was walking, power walking turned into running, and that like he was just like me. He was in the same situation. We work, you know, we trying to grind, we trying to provide for our family, and to see those guys tap into the call, and it was just, you know, it was like a brotherhood, and it just resonated with me, and it really helped me. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, you don't have to gas anybody up in this
Right.
group. You know, everybody's on
Yeah.
the same level. Everybody's trying to get to the same goal, and that's what really, you know, motivated me to stay around and tap into those calls and be, you know, part of the program and, you know, interact with the people. But you know, yeah, I was it's too much to unpack, but it helped me out a lot, even at a subconscious level.
Yeah, real talk, bro. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for just submitting to the process, man. I told you, like I tell everybody, man, if you can take accountability, right? If you could show up, but more importantly, you can simply take the lead and follow the process. I'm gonna make this process simple for you to get results and make it a lifestyle. And that's what we're doing here, bro. So I appreciate you, man. Listen, we only damn near halfway in, so we still got a whole lot to accomplish, but just where you're at right now, phenomenal results, man. For anybody that's on the fence of tapping in with the Grindtribe, man, you know, you came in through simply somebody that you knew that referred you to me. You know, what would you tell them if they're on the fence about joining to get to the results that they're looking for right now?
I mean, what's the alternative? I mean, that was my thing that kept coming in my mind. What's the alternative? I'm gonna keep on struggling to come up these stairs. You know, I'm gonna keep on, you know, hoping I could sit down. Now I got the energy to do so much more, and I want to do more. Before it was just like, I'm gonna play this video game and chill. Now I'm like, you know what? Let me go to the mountain. Let me go out here and mow the lawn. Something simple like that. It's just, you know, I'll do that after my workout and still have energy. You know,
Right.
before it'd be like, I'm gonna do this one thing and I'm done. You know, it's like I'm going to bed, you know, 7 o'clock. You know,
Right.
it's just one of those things that you have to, like, I don't want to say submit, but that's pretty much what it is to, you know, if you want to gain that knowledge, you just gotta, as you say, tap in and just be open to that, you know, knowledge and that energy, that wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. You know, it's just, you know, it's like I said, it's too much to unpack, but I really appreciate the program.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. If any of you guys that are watching, man, if you've been on the fence, man, hop in. We are the number one program for just value-driven brothers who are, like you said, about their family, about their business, and about taking their body and setting a higher standard for them, taking their body to the next level and setting a higher standard for themselves. The process is simple, and we focus on results, and we got a super dope community to fuel it with, bro. So I appreciate you for tapping in, man, and we're going to keep this thing going.
No doubt, man.
All right, no doubt.